Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Dr. Arfan Riaz from Innovative Agriculture. Viewers, today we will explain the soil conditioning, how and why soil conditioning is important and why it's important, especially in maize out of Gramineae family, Poaceae family. You know, the Gramineae, the Poaceae family is the family which produce grain for us as rice, as wheat, as barley, oat, and maize. The only maize is C4 plant in Gramineae family, and the C4 plant is a plant which make their photosynthesis in double step and more than double than the C3 plants. That's why the exhaustion, the exploitation of nutrients in maize is very high as compared to wheat and rice, because the growth of maize is very rapid. You know, the growth of the maize sown in February is complete its production cycle just after 15 to 25 days of wheat, which is sown in October. So now, because that is C4 plant and it exploit the nutrients in very high spirit, so it need the availability of nutrients so to complete its photosynthetic process. For that purpose, the availability of nutrients from soil may be ensured. And because Pakistani soil is alluvial soil, and it got high calcium deposition regarding high pH. Here pH is around about 8 or 8.5. Actually, it would be 7.5. Now, when their pH is high and our most of soil is highly clay, and salty, most is highly sandy. In all these cases, the availability of nutrient, upholding of nutrients is a bit different and a bit difficult process. Now we have to condition that soil, we have to treat that soil with some suitable conditioner to make to state it in a condition that it may continue the continuity and frequency of availability of the nutrients is quite easy. For that purpose, there are different nutrients. First, you know, we apply nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These are macronutrients. And secondly, there are 60 micronutrients which are also participate in the photosynthetic process very actively. And out of them we are utilizing 3 or 4, but hopefully we will go towards the 16, because if you have to maximize that activity, then you will have to apply them in different shapes and different forms, either by fertigation, either through spray, foliar, or through drip. Now, out of them, sulfur is very effective nutrient. Zinc is very effective nutrient. Magnesium sulfate is very. Magnesium is very. Iron, all these nutrients are very. Manganese. Now, why these are nutrients and how we can make it easy for the plant to produce their photosynthesis in an easy way and continue its growth rapidly, perfectly, we'll have to apply all these nutrients: sulfur, zinc, magnesium, iron. Both these are soil conditioner. They are utilized in their photosynthetic process, but also they make the soil in a state, in a condition to ensure the availability of those nutrients in the form of phosphate and potash, because nitrogen is a bit short in our science lands to complete its photosynthetic process. And that's why in maize they are typically far most important, but they are important in all crops, in all sort of vegetables, in all the crops. But in maize, they are it's most used, because any shortage of these availability of these nutrients, phosphatic or potassium, they will hit the process of photosynthetic production. Now, what sulfur and zinc, they pulverize the soil. They change its buffer action. Buffer action is resistance of soil against the change in texture and structure of the soil. They change it minutely, not more than that, because soil has very strong buffer action. They low down the pH, and soil become in a state of condition where the availability of those nutrients are very easy. Now these micronutrients, sulfur, zinc, and iron, magnesium, they act as a synergetic effect. Synergetic effect is the supporting effect of both the nutrients for their availability and utilization in the process. That is called as photosynthesis, glucose production. Now humic acid is also very effective in the form of potassium humic, because it also it also support the plant, support the plant to take the micronutrients out of surface and nutrients also. So that's why please treat your every application with once with sulfur, humic acid, magnesium sulfate, zinc, and try to use Zabardast urea, which is zinc coated urea, and zinc is also bioactive zinc, which does not have any reaction with any phosphatic or potassium fertilizers. So, number one, Zabardast urea gives you zinc. Number two, that is in bioactive form, and you can apply it in any other fertilizer. So, if you want to increase the maize production up to 150 or more than that, you will always have to apply these. And secondly, you will have to apply potash, because the importance of potash is more than phosphorus in maize. But we, unfortunately, in a routine, in a fashion that we apply one bag DAP and with 4, 5, 6 bags urea, and then half a bag of potash, that is not suitable. That is insufficient. You will have to apply 2 or 3 bags of potash and zinc and sulfur, so that the weight, grain weight, cob size, pollination, all the processes complete in a scientific way, and plant make it easy to gain its maximum yield out of this. That's why I request you, please apply all these nutrients in different steps and different proposition. And potash must be added in your fertilizer more than phosphorus if you want to increase your yield. Allah Hafiz.